Hi, Julie Rader here with the full moon in Leo astrological outlook this is for February 16th. It's happening at 8:56 a.m. Pacific time, so adjust for your time zone. And as always, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share with anyone you feel could benefit from this information. So this Leo full moon happening at 28 degrees, it is forming a challenging aspect to the North Node, a square. So it's interesting because the North Node for the few days prior to this full moon has been really active. So the new moon the North Node is now in Taurus, and it is just recently in Taurus where it's going to be activating these eclipses for the next 18 months, the Taurus and the Scorpio axis in our chart. So this full moon, because it's happening at 28 degrees, it is activating this North Node. But the North Node on the 11th, it makes a beautiful trine, a harmonious aspect to Mercury, which is newly stationed direct. And so this North Node trine Mercury is really about, okay, how can I start making a strategic plan, writing a business plan for my goals, what I'm supposed to be doing, my purpose in life. And then a couple of days later, on the 14th, these are leading up to this full moon, the North Node is trining Pluto. So Pluto is death and rebirth. So maybe when we're doing our strategic business plan in Mercury, maybe we're looking and saying, okay, what can I weed out of my life? So this is on paper, my Mercury, my plan, my business plan. What doesn't fit into my plan anymore? What is it if I'm prioritizing my goal, my North Node? What do I need to release? And so that's what's coming up on the 14th. Then on the 16th, on this full moon is all about, it's the moon. The moon is as big as it's going to be in the sky. So then we're going into a phase of waning and shedding and releasing whatever it is we no longer need. And so this square to the North Node could really be bringing up the activation that it had with the harmonious aspects to Mercury and Pluto. And maybe during the Pluto trine a few days prior, maybe we got some really strong hits that, okay, like if this is really the journey, if this is really what I want to do, then I must release this in my life. And it could be challenging. Releasing and shedding is not always easy. There can be some struggle associated with it. So that very much, to me, that shows me what it could be about, this square to the North Node. Or simply, we are saying Leo wants to have fun. Leo is creative. Leo's an entrepreneur. And as we're headed to our true purpose, our true north, our North Node, and our South Node. So maybe there is some releasing the South Node too, because it's also square to the South Node. And when it is square to the South Node, we are being asked to release perhaps old thought patterns, old things in our life that are no longer serving us. And it could provide some tension, and really there can be a spotlight that is shown upon it this full moon. So let's look at this full moon and see what area of life it is specifically targeting for you in your life. Aries, this is your 5th house. This is the house that of everything Leo. It's the house of children. It's the house of fun. It's the house of creativity. It's the house of romance, pleasure. So it's shining a light upon it, and we're asking ourselves, what adjustments do we need to make in this area of life so that we can really find our purpose? Taurus, this is happening for you in your 4th house. So for Taurus, this is happening for you in your house of home and family. You're really being asked to look at your home and family in a Leo way. Are you spending enough time with your kids? Are you allowing play? Are you allowing there to be fun in your life? So looking at those areas. Gemini, this is happening in your third house, everything to do. Third house is your house. So, in a Leo way, looking at your teaching, are you willing to put your face out there in a Leo way? Are you willing to start a YouTube channel or launch a new course? Um, are you willing to study the way that you've been meaning to study? Maybe it's time to move to a new neighborhood that gives you more access to walking to fun places, to parks, places of pleasure, things like that. Looking at your siblings, and looking at your relationship with them. Cancer, this is happening for you. This full moon is targeting your second house. You are looking at your self-worth. Are you trying to hide, or are you able to put yourself out there in a Leo way? Are you able to step into the confident version of who you are? Also looking at your finances. Are you asking for what you're worth financially in your job? Maybe you're looking at it's time to do a creative or an entrepreneurial pursuit to enhance your finances. Leo, this is your first house. This is your new moon. Sorry, your full moon. So with this being your full moon, you are looking at how you step out into the world in a Leo way, in a confident way, in a way that shows others that you have arrived. Also looking at your body, your appearance. Maybe it's time for a makeover. Virgo, this is happening for you in your 12th house. This could be a big relocation. It could be that you simply are feeling way more introverted, or that some big secrets or your private life is put out into the spotlight. You could also have some really interesting dreams during this new moon. Why do I keep saying new moon? During this full moon time as well. Libra, this Leo full moon is happening for you in your 11th house. That's house of friends and goals. A big spotlight is shown upon the area of life where you're looking at your friendships. You are looking at the tribes of people you spend time with. You're also looking at your goals and your aspirations and making any adjustments you need to make in those areas. Everything I talked about at the beginning of the video, as far as looking at your true north, your goals, your ambitions, with this square to the north node, you may be really asked to release some things, maybe release some old friendships, release some groups of people, release some old goals that are no longer in alignment with where you want to go. Scorpio, this is happening for you in your 10th house. Scorpio, these next 18 months, I'll be talking about it a lot. You and Taurus, you're going to be feeling it a lot. But this moon is really targeting your 10th house. So looking at your career goals, your social status, how others see you, you are really in the spotlight this full moon. So stepping out into the spotlight in a courageous Leo way, roaring, showing the world that you have arrived. Sagittarius, this is happening for you in your 9th house. This is the house that you are very comfortable in. It is all about you also could be thinking about relocation. Everything to deal with spirituality. Maybe it is time for you to take your spiritual studies, your spiritual teaching out on a much grander scale to reach a much wider audience and expanding your vision of what is possible for you. Capricorn, this is happening in your 8th house. This is your house of psychology. This for you, you're feeling it big time. You are looking at everything that the Venus retrograde, that Venus has just come out of retrograde. You're looking at everything that that Venus retrograde has brought up as in regards to your self-worth. So themes of self-love, themes of other people's money. Really, this is highlighted this full moon. Aquarius is happening for you in your 7th house of relationships. So everything to do with relationships. You just had a new moon a couple of weeks ago in your 1st house. So this is the full moon in your 7th house. Relationships are really being spotlighted for you right now. And Pisces, this is happening for you in your 6th house. Everything to do with health and daily routine. Huge spotlight is being shown upon these areas. And you're looking and saying, are your day-to-day routines really supporting where you want to go on your journey? Are you making the health decisions are you putting into your body the things that are healthy for you? And if not, this north node square, north and south node square, could really be showing you, okay, it's time to release some of these maybe addictive tendencies to sugar or caffeine or alcohol or drugs or whatever it is, the things you're putting into your body that are no longer healthy. And this full moon is really shining a light upon it. So this Leo full moon is going to be interesting. Definitely take a good look at your life and ask yourself, are you on the path you want to be on? Can you step out in a courageous way into the world? Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.